What is going on, castaways and draconians? Draco Invictus here with what is unfortunately the end of my Stranded Deep playthrough. I'm not having fun. This game is not fun anymore. The series of bad design decisions by the developers of this game make it, frankly, unplayable for me. It causes me a great deal of anxiety, and that is not something that I normally have. I am so low-key in my life. There is no anxiety, but every time the storms pop up in this game, it gets worse, and the game isn't fun for me anymore. And I was sitting here, I had a full episode 17 recorded. I even have an episode 18 recorded. It's a very short 18 where I lose my shit. And I was like, no, and it's pointless for me to put out an episode 17 when I know that the next episode was definitely going to be my last. The storm system, I have looked for ways to turn it off, and I can't find a mod, I can't find a setting. There is nothing I have found to turn off shitty game design. And here's what I mean. Let me briefly explain to you what I mean by shitty game design. Okay, I play survival games. I understand there are challenges that have to be overcome. The sharks in this game are a challenge to overcome. Okay, get better throwing spears, get more spears. You can overcome that challenge. Okay, but you figure from about 9 a.m. to about 4 p.m., that's 7 hours in game. That's 7 minutes of game time. So out of 24 minutes of a day cycle, if you didn't sleep, you get 7 minutes to dive and search wrecks and stuff like that. Or frankly, search new islands. Because once the thunderstorm comes, are you going to be wandering through an island just to be bitten by a snake? That's my question to you. Okay, so you get 7 minutes of dive time. The storms last anywhere from 2.5 to 4 minutes. And the audio loop is a 7-second loop, maybe 8. I didn't actually time it, but just kind of rough counting in my head. Okay, and it's becoming a droning thing, and so they are cutting your dive time down to what, 3, 4, maybe 4.5 minutes. Actual time that you can search the wrecks. And there's no way to overcome the weather. You can't, that's a challenge you cannot overcome. And I just cannot play this game anymore. It's not fun. And when something's not fun, I'm not doing it anymore. So I'm sorry for those of you that have been enjoying this series, that I'm cutting it short, that I'm not landing a gyrocopter on the helipad, on the tower. We're not fighting the end bosses. I can't go another day in this game, much less even just going long enough to find enough potatoes to make enough fuel to do the end game stuff. I can't make it another day. I cannot sit here for another half hour and record another episode. So it is with a very heavy heart that I am announcing the end of the Stranded Deep series. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I don't even know what I'm going to be replacing this with at this point, because this was very last minute that I made this decision. But I sat here and thought about it for over an hour after I exploded in the middle of episode 18, and this is the right decision. Because when you don't enjoy playing a video game, there's something really wrong. So take care of yourselves out there. I will talk to you very soon. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been a very frustrating day for me. See ya.